The room buzzed with electric anticipation, filled with a dozen different alien languages whispering disbelief. Inside the cold, sterile laboratory deep beneath the surface of Virex 9, a biomechanical titan lay sprawled across the floor, its twisted, serpentine limbs still writhing from activation. For 5 centuries, it had remained inert, dead weight, a relic, until today. And it had been awakened by a human. Commander Elise Tran stood with her arms folded behind her back, barely suppressing the tremor in her chest. Her dark uniform, stitched with the emblem of Earth's Interstellar Diplomatic Corps, seemed insignificant against the backdrop of glittering alien scientists and armored sentinels. Her presence here had been ceremonial, a gesture of goodwill to the Galactic Assembly. She had no scientific background, no technical expertise. And yet, the moment she stepped near the armor, it had moved. Not for the Zurak with their neural tendrils. Not for the Vkrathi, whose ancestors once claimed to have forged it. Not for the Scar, who had offered a blood sacrifice. Only for her. Now the alien scientists paced around the awakened being, muttering and scanning in disbelief. The armor was alive, pulsing with dull golden light, its surface flexing like muscle, clinking like chains, breathing as if it remembered its purpose. "It should not be possible," said Dr. Korthal, his scaleless face pale. This is a Class 9 adaptive warframe designed by the First Empire. It should reject all unbonded forms. And yet, it chose her, interrupted Dr. Marlin, the human xenopsychologist. She stared at Elise, awestruck. Or maybe it remembered her. The being on the floor stirred again, its fingers twitching with strange intelligence. With each motion, it became clearer. This wasn't just armor. It was a symbiotic construct, a fusion of machine, biology, and memory. It had purpose, identity, and it recognized Elise. Elise hadn't meant to touch it. She had been studying the murals etched into the walls of the containment chamber, wondering why ancient galactic scripts often resembled Earth's early protoglyphs. One panel had shown a humanoid figure, tall, helmeted, surrounded by energy. Beside it, in near-erase script, a word kept recurring. Uratal. The one who unites. The one who ends. Before the scientists could explain its meaning, Elise had reached out, just inches, toward the armor's chest plate. The moment her skin got close, a magnetic hum ripped through the air. The armor had awakened. Now, it was trying to stand. All around, armored guards raised their weapons, unsure of what this reactivation meant. Elise took a step forward, instinctively. The being's head snapped toward her, eyes flickering with an amber glow. Despite its towering size, nearly twice her height, Elise didn't feel fear. She felt recognition. "You remember me," she said quietly. Dr. Korthal hissed. "Impossible. That thing has no memory matrix left. Its organic layers were desiccated eons ago." But the being moved its hand, slowly mimicking her posture. It tilted its head. A grinding voice, ancient and rusted, echoed from within its plated chest. "Uratal. Confirmed." Gasps filled the chamber. "What did it say?" asked Marlin. "It called her the Uratal," a Zurak scholar whispered. "The one who bonds with the Endbringer. The one prophesied to wield the armor when the stars begin to dim." "That's just myth," Korthal snapped. "There's no star dimming. No prophecy." But deep inside the room, the walls began to pulse with light. One by one, long-dormant machines lit up. Displays blinked to life, revealing ancient constellations. One screen showed Earth, marked with a glyph never before deciphered. A triangle, a circle, a crack splitting both. In the following days, Elise became more than an observer. The being, called Ashzar by the armor's internal systems, remained bonded to her presence. It refused nourishment from any other source. It ignored commands from anyone else. When Elise spoke, it listened. When she approached, it moved. When she asked questions, it responded. She spent hours in dialogue with it. "What are you?" she asked on the second day. "Final Shepherd. Designed to house the last voice of the Empire." Why me? Genetic pattern match. Neural echo match. Signal alignment. 99.7%. You are her. Her who? The being didn't respond, but its chest opened, briefly, revealing a seat. Not just a cockpit, but a throne, shaped for her body alone. By day 7, the Council of 9 summoned an emergency session. You must not bond with it, declared the High Speaker of the run. Such power is not meant for humans. You are still a probationary race. And yet, none of your kind could awaken it, Elise replied calmly. You risk disrupting the balance of the galaxy. Then perhaps the balance was already flawed. The Council threatened sanctions, embargoes, even war. But deep in the labs, Ashzar continued to grow more powerful. Its plating thickened. Its systems evolved. A second consciousness, faint and feminine, began whispering to Elise in dreams. She began to remember things she had never known. Suns dying in a spiral galaxy. A voice calling out across spacetime. You must become more than human. You must become the bridge. On the 10th day, the stars dimmed. Literally, one by one, sectors across the galactic map went dark. Pulsars silenced. Binary systems collapsed into eerie stillness. The phenomenon, predicted in forgotten scripts, now swept across known space like a cosmic plague. They're being devoured, whispered Korthal. From outside, from between. That's when Ashzar finally spoke again. The Unmakers have returned. The room fell silent. Who are they? Elise asked. The ones who ended the First Empire. The ones we built Ashzar to resist. Only the bonded Uratal could command us against the void. So what happens now? Now, you become what you were born to be. The bonding was not a ceremony. It was a convergence. Elise entered the armor's core. Not wearing it, merging with it. Her body dissolved into neural lattices, her memories folded into its structure, her heartbeat becoming the tempo of a weapon built to reshape fate. When she emerged, she was no longer just Elise Tran. She was Uratal, the voice of continuance. Her eyes glowed with layered consciousness. Her limbs shimmered with energy. The armor, sleek and alive, moved as if it had known her since the beginning of time. She stepped forward, and the walls of the chamber peeled open. A fleet awaited. Ships from every species, human and alien alike, had arrived, waiting to see what she would do, what she would command. Ashzar stood behind her, now upright, transformed into a radiant behemoth, the first of many warframes designed for what lay ahead. She addressed them all through thought and voice. We were divided by time, species, and fear. But now, we must stand united. The stars are falling. The void is coming. And I remember why I was made. I am the one who awakens. I am the one who ends. I am the bridge between the first and the final flame. Let them come. We will not go quietly into darkness. The galaxy, for the first time in 1,000 years, had a new leader. Not a conqueror, a catalyst. Elise Tran, once just an observer, now stood at the helm of something ancient and vast. And behind her, Ashzar, the last living weapon of a forgotten empire, pulsed with readiness. The war against the void was beginning, and humanity had just become the galaxy's last hope. And